Welcome to the TNT podcast, where we discuss all of the hottest current events within hip hop culture, album reviews, politics within the music industry, and more. You all know me by Tellurian. I am one half of the TNT podcast, and of course, I have my brother here with me.
Yes, sir. My name is Timothy. I'm the other half of the TNT podcast, and we're here with the shits. We are bringing unbiased, unfiltered, honest conversations about hip hop and the culture. So if you're sensitive about your favorite artist or public figure, go on ahead to the next podcast, but you can still follow us though. Just remember, these are our opinions, and we are only speaking on behalf of us. Thank you all for tuning in.
All social media platforms will be in the description for each and every episode, so don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Peace and love. Yes, sir. The TNT podcast is back. This is episode 46. Of course, it's Tellurian, one half of the TNT podcast, and my brother back again. Introduce yourself like you always do.
Yes, sir. Episode 46 of the TNT podcast, TNT. Yes, sir. We're back with another one. I'm happy. I'm excited. How are you feeling, King?
I'm good, man. It's been a good weekend. Just chilling, hanging with some friends. I'm always doing something, bro. I'm always doing something. People always want to get together, so I always get together. But I guess it's good for me to do this since time is winding down for me to come home. So yeah, man, I just been trying to do as much as I can before I leave. So what about you? You been doing anything fun or just been doing anything over the weekend at all?
Nah, just chilling over here, man. Nothing too crazy. Things are back to normal. The weather's back to normal. I mean, it's supposed to rain every day for the next 5 days or something like that. But no, just getting things back to normal. Coming off of the winter storm, we went and got groceries because right after the winter storm happened, like all the grocery stores were completely out of groceries. Like everybody, it was like the beginning of the coronavirus all over again. So just getting things back to normal. Didn't do anything crazy this weekend. I actually went out. Me and Raquel went out and got tested for COVID because we were actually we found out that someone that we were around actually tested positive for the virus. So we were scared. So we went and got tested, but thankfully neither one of us have it. It came back negative for both of us. So good. We're good. We're good. We don't have it. It was a little scary, and it kind of just makes me nervous to kind of go out. I feel like we've been because I'm not gonna lie, I've been out a few times. I've been out a few times to some bars. I had some drinks, a few times, and then it's making me feel like I was being irresponsible when I was doing that. So now I'm just kind of, relax and stay in the house and stay on the safe side. But yeah, not anything going on over here, man. But no, I'm glad that you're doing things a lot. Live it up, man. I mean, this is the time. Well, I mean, it's kind of the time. We're in the middle of a pandemic. So it's kind of the time, kind of not the time.
Can't go too crazy,
Yeah, can't go too crazy. But no, man, you're about to be back down here in Dallas this year, so that's going to be a huge change. So just live it up while you can out there. Experience everything that you can, and live it up, man.
Yeah, man. I honestly, I've been here, living in Cali like at least 4 years. Yeah, I don't know when I'll be back when it's time for me to come back to Dallas. I know I'm gonna come back, but I don't know when that'll be. So I'm just trying to, do as much fun stuff as I can, spend time with friends I have down here. And because I've been telling them, I was like, yeah, I leave. Well, I leave here. Well, at least I get out of the Air Force in like 6 months. So I probably will be leaving here maybe like November, maybe like a couple months after I get out. But yeah, when I come back, I don't know when I'll actually be back here again. So yeah, I'm just trying to enjoy it out here. But yeah, man, I'm excited about, the year, like later on in the year to come home. So I'm excited about actually, coming back home. I needed to leave Dallas for like a good 5 years. So it definitely helped. It definitely helped.
Yeah, man, that's good. So you're at the point where you're just like, I'm done with the Air Force. Like I want to go back.
Yeah, I'm over it. I'm totally over it. I'm ready to get out.
Yeah. So do you feel like you Like you got everything that you wanted to get out of it, or is it just more so like I'm just fuck this? Like
I mean, kind of both, I guess. It's a thing where I'm glad I did it, and but my intentions was never to do 20 years. It was just kind of using it as a stepping stone to kind of fix some things in my life, but it was never I mean, I contemplated. I was like, yeah, I could possibly do 20 years. That's when I first got in. But then, until you actually experience things and do stuff, you be like, yeah, this is not for me to do for 20 years. But I'm glad I did it. It was a great decision to do. Like, of course, all the stuff that I've always told you I've been doing out here. So I've done like 1,000 things out here, and I'm grateful for all the experiences and all the friends that became family. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be friends with them forever. So, but
oh yeah,
besides
definitely.
that, the experiences and all of that, that's great. But and being in the Air Force is cool, but it's not something I wanted to do for a long time. It was just a little like for a little bit of time. It was never a thing I wanted to do just 20, 30 years type of thing. But
So you would probably say it was more so just an maybe an experience thing.
mhm,
And I know a lot of people use not saying that this is what you did, but a lot of people kind of use that to take it as a time to like figure out what it is they want to
mhm,
do with their life,
exactly.
something like that. So, I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
man. Look,
yeah.
you gotta do what you gotta do. It's just, it's your life. But I
Mhm.
can tell you right now, we will be happy to have you back.
Yeah,
And
man. I'm happy. I'm excited, bro. I'm ready to be free, bro. Like I've been telling people that I'm ready to have the freedom of being a civilian again. Like that feels great to me. So yeah, being just, under like nothing against it, but it's just like I don't want to be under this for 20, 30 years. And I just kind of want that freedom again. And so yeah, man, I'm excited. So yeah, I'm basically on the countdown now, pretty much. I'm ready.
so what's the act? Because I know you said you're coming back in September. Like, what's the actual day? Like, you have an
Oh,
actual
so the actual date that I actually like my actual date of separation from the military is September 13th
September 13th. Okay,
of this year. Yeah, so that's my legit last day of the like of being in the Air Force. Like
countdown.
literally, like that next day, like September 14th, I am no longer in the Air Force no more.
Yeah,
Literally.
that's gonna get here fast. That's gonna get here
Yeah.
real
So
fast.
and the crazy thing, that's the day after my birthday. So I'm gonna turn 28, and then the next day I'm out of the Air Force.
That's
Right?
crazy. That's like a birthday gift.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is,
Birthday gift.
bro. It's crazy. It's like I turned 28, and the next day I'm out of the Air Force. It's crazy.
That's dope. That's
So
dope.
man, I'm excited. So, but yeah, September 13th. That's my last day, and yeah, I'm out of here. Yeah,
That's
man.
dope, man. Well, congrats to your last couple of months in the Air Force, man. You made it.
Yep. 5 years, bro. That'd be 5 years in the Air Force.
That 5 years went by so fast. It's
That's
ridiculous.
that's crazy. I 5 years, like I never would have thought I would have been in the Air Force for at least 5 years. That's crazy. Yeah, time flew by. Time waits on no one. So yeah, whatever y'all gonna do it, cause 5 years flew by fast.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%.
I know.
Yeah, man. That's dope. But we got some music topics today. But before we get to the music, let's talk TV. Um, let's talk TV. Is there any new shows you've been watching? Anything you caught in the past couple of months? Anything you got into? It could be anything: anime, reality TV. I don't know.
The TV. What have I been watching?
I'm asking.
It seemed like I've been going back to like old shows, like like Half and Half, Girlfriends,
Classics.
101, The Game. The black shows they've been putting back on Netflix or whatever,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
putting
yeah.
on Netflix. Um, I feel like it's a show that I was watching, but maybe not thinking. I've been really catching up on documentaries and movies like Judas and the Black Messiah. I saw that.
I still need to watch that movie.
Yeah, I saw the like the Tiger Woods documentary. And
Oh man, I need to watch that too. Because didn't he just get
yeah,
into like a car accident or something?
yeah, he recently got into a car accident. So,
Man,
prayers to Tiger Woods. They say he's okay now, but they're saying he might have possibly have lost some mobility where he might not be the same as he was. But
damn.
but they it's everything is not fully confirmed, but they're saying he's better than he was. But they're saying
Not
there's a possibility that he might have lost some mobility. Like,
not to be insensitive or anything like that. I was talking to my mom about this, and prayers to him, and hopefully everything comes out okay.
mhm.
But I was talking to my mom, and I was like, karma, 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 karma.
So whenever you get a chance to watch this documentary, bro, honestly, bro, that was a great document. I don't know what it is about documentaries, bro. I'm a documentary junkie, bro. I don't know what it is, but the documentary about his life and that whole scandal with all those women, bro. When you watch it, you're gonna be like, it's a great documentary. It's great.
Yeah, I
It's
definitely had to
really,
watch
really
it.
good. It's like a 2-part documentary. I think it's like the first one's like an hour and a half, and then the second was like an hour and 40 minutes. But and then you see how after the scandal he wasn't playing the same, and
Look,
how long it took him to play, like, back to his regular self. It's crazy. When you see it, you're gonna trip out.
yeah, man. Look, I'm trying to tell you, I'm a firm believer that the universe it speaks back. It speaks back to you. And she was like, but that was so long ago. That was such a long time ago. And I was like, it don't matter. Karma can happen in
It
5
don't
minutes.
the time though.
The time doesn't
10
matter.
years ago.
Look,
That scandal was like 10 years ago.
yeah, that karma can come back at you in the next 5 minutes or the next 5 years. It don't matter.
That's
And
20 years. Or it can
yes,
hit your kids. You better be careful out here.
yeah, man. And look, not to be insensitive towards what happened,
He is
but
the GOAT though. There's no denying that.
oh yeah,
He's the GOAT of golfing.
yeah, definitely not denying that. But no, documentaries. Yeah, I'm a documentary junkie too. I was just asking because I'm looking for new shows. Raquel actually got me into Jersey Shore.
I haven't really watched Jersey Shore. I've watched like a couple episodes here and there, but I've never just sat down and watched like 10 episodes straight. I need to it's some shows I just need to just sit down and watch, and I think that's one of them.
Man, I never knew how crazy that damn show was, and because I remember, when I was in high school or whatever, like I never watched Jersey Shore. I usually watched well, the reality TV that I watched was like Flavor of Love and I Love New York and all that kind of shit. But
Yeah.
I never watched Jersey Shore, but I always knew of the characters. Like I knew Snooki, I knew Pauly D, but I never watched the show. And she's gotten me into it, and now I'm just like a Jersey Shore junkie, and it's crazy because it's like the only reality show that's like a real reality show. A lot of these reality shows like Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that have scripted storylines, and a lot of the stuff that goes on in those shows aren't real. But Jersey Shore is like a real, like this is like the real life, everyday life of these kids. And there's been relationships that have developed over the years, and some of them are married to people that they met on the show, and it's crazy. It's crazy, man. So yes, I am a Jersey Shore whore. And we started watching Jersey Shore whore, and we started watching there's a spinoff of it called Floribama Shore. We just started watching that. So this is, instead of them being in Jersey, they're in Florida. So it's following
Oh wow. The stuff that happens in Florida. Boy.
Yeah, man.
A lot of stories be starting off with a Florida man. I'm like, okay.
Look. So it's turning out to be, it's not as crazy as Jersey Shore, but it's pretty damn crazy. So we're into that now.
Have you ever been to Florida?
Nope. I've never been to Florida.
Man, I've been to Florida. I was in Miami. Well, I was in Florida for like a week with one of my homies. From here, like down here. Um, we was in we was in Florida for a week, and we went to Miami. I think one night out of that week we was like in Florida, and bro, Miami is crazy, and the clubs are crazy. Like out here, they close the clubs at like, or they start to close them at like 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Mhm.
In Florida, they close the clubs at like 5 in the morning. It's crazy.
Man, that's where I'm trying to go. Cause like when we're out at the bar and it closes at 2, I'm just like, man, like that's too early.
Florida, they close them at 5 in the morning.
Damn.
It's crazy. And one,
Really.
one dude came up to us. One dude came up to us. He asked, "Do we want some coke?" I was like, "No." I was like, "Yeah, we're definitely in Miami." I was like,
Definitely in
definitely
Miami.
in I was like, "What?"
Yeah, people don't walk up to you and ask you if you want some coke down here. That ain't no.
I was like, "This is definitely Miami." It was a black dude. I was like, "No, I'm good." No.
I can't imagine somebody walking up to me and being
It
like, "You
was
want
so
some
random.
coke?"
It was so random. It was at night too, so because we were going to this. So my friend's mom's uh friend, she had a birthday party, and we were celebrating at a club. And on our way walking to the club, it was a guy like randomly walked up to me, and Martin was like, "Y'all want some coke?" I was like, "No." Like I was like, it was so weird, bro. I was not used to that. I was like, okay. I was like,
Yeah,
when he said that, I was like, yeah, we're definitely in Miami. That's crazy.
that's some
Yeah.
crazy shit.
But Florida lit though. Florida's nice. The beaches are nice. Like it's a good time. It's a real good time.
And you said the dude was black that walked up to you and asked if you wanted some coke. Was it Pusha T? Was it Pusha T?
Nah,
What?
nah,
It wasn't Pusha T?
nah, it wasn't Push. It
Oh
was.
damn.
I think he just sell that in his raps. Like I believe he sold coke, but I mean, like I pray he ain't selling coke.
Man,
That would be a very scary thing right now.
that's
Uh,
crazy.
but
But yeah,
nah,
man, I definitely want to go.
Florida's lit.
I definitely want to go. But yeah, man. I just wanted to know what TV shows you was watching, get some TV talk on the TNT podcast.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. But yeah, mostly movies, documentaries, and old shows. But yeah, I've been just trying to kind of catch up on like certain movies I want to see. Like like I was saying, the Black Messiah, the Tiger Woods documentary. I know that the Coming to America 2 about to come out in a few
oh yeah.
days.
Yep.
I'm ready for that. Uh, I've been watching, really Black History type stuff because not just because it's Black History Month, but and today is the last day of Black History Month. But I just be watching Black History on a regular.
Yeah.
That's just my thing anyway. So, but yeah, man, I've been looking for some good shows to watch. But yeah, if you know some good stuff, yeah, put me on.
Yeah, man. Definitely I would recommend to watch Jersey Shore.
Okay.
Definitely get into some Jersey Shore. As far as like other shows, I've been hearing a lot about this I Care a Lot or something to
I
that
heard about
effect.
that. I heard that was really good. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I haven't checked that out yet either. That's something that I definitely want to watch. There's I think a documentary on Netflix about that woman who mysteriously like died in that hotel, whatever
Mhm.
hotel that was.
Yeah.
I've always been interested in that story, just to kind of figure out like what the fuck happened. Like I'm interested in like weird,
Mhm.
like not suspense, but like
Like investigation type,
yeah, like that type of thing. Like I'm
FBI type, investigation type stuff. Yeah, I love stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's one thing that I do want to check out. Um, Me and Raquel were watching Ozark, but we fell behind on that, so I need to catch up on Ozark. That's another show that I would recommend you to watch.
Okay.
Um, it's a dope show. But yeah, man, yeah, man. Uh, That's about it. Ready to get to some music talk. Some music talk. Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak have an album coming out together, a joint album, man. And look, I'm excited because I'm not even gonna lie, like I'm not the biggest Bruno Mars fan. I have heard, some records by him, and it's not bad at all. Like his music isn't bad. I just can't say that I'm the biggest Bruno Mars fan. Like if you came and asked me what my favorite Bruno Mars song is, like I don't even really know the names of them. I just know the ones that play on the radio. I don't know what song is what, but
I'm actually a Bruno Mars fan. It's like I actually have sat down and listened to some albums. Like his last album that came out, has it been 5 years, 6 years?
I don't think has it been that long.
Yeah, it's been I think 5 years. I think they said it was 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was like his last project. Was it 24 Karat?
Oh yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah. That album is actually really good. That's a really good album. I think it has 9 songs on it. Won album of the year. But yeah, that was a really great album. And it's crazy when that album was nominated for album of the year, and of course it won. That was probably the most I've ever seen where black men were nominated, because that same year was Jay-Z's 444 album. And it was the Childish Gambino Awaken My Love album, Kendrick Damn, Bruno Mars, and I think it was Lord, the singer Lord.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the first time I ever saw 3 black men. And then if you want to count Bruno as I guess you wouldn't count him as black.
I don't know what Bruno Mars is.
I know he's like Puerto Rican and something, and I know a Puerto Rican is a Spanish and an African mix.
Yeah.
So I guess in a way he is black. But that was the most I've seen black men nominated for album of the year. And but yeah, that's a great album. If you haven't really just listened to him like that, that's one of the albums I think that you would probably like. But yeah, man, I'm excited about this. Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, that's gonna be a real musical album. It's gonna be instruments and it's gonna be real. It's gonna be really good. I saw like some comments about that the other day, and people were saying I already can see this as possibly being nominated for album of the year.
Oh, I've seen people saying that it's gonna be a classic. Like I've seen people saying that it's gonna be it's gonna be a classic album. And I think like you said, that both of those artists, I think this is whoever idea was to put this together is a genius, because I think while I did say that I'm not a big fan of Bruno Mars, I'm not the biggest Bruno Mars fan, I do know how much of a musical artist Bruno Mars is from the big records that I've heard from him. And to be able to hear him and Anderson .Paak together, that's gonna be that's gonna be great. Anderson .Paak is a very, very musical artist. I can say that I'm a bigger fan of Anderson .Paak than I am of Bruno Mars. I've seen Anderson .Paak in concert 2 times now. I got the chance to meet him. Very nice guy. He's already put out a classic album. I think his Malibu album is a classic.
That's a great album.
That's a classic album. He put out this project with I can't remember the name of the producer. I think it was Knowledge. I think it was Knowledge. They put out a joint project in 2016 called Yes Lord. That album is also great. So
it's gonna be good.
I definitely think it's gonna be a really, really good project, and I think that it's dope of Bruno Mars to want to do a project with him, because that's gonna really, really help Anderson .Paak. And I think that Anderson .Paak is one of those special artists that I feel like if more people hear his music and hear his sound, he has the ability to be a huge artist, like a big artist, like a really big artist.
Oh yeah, definitely him being with Bruno is going to make his brand bigger for sure.
100%. And that's why I salute to Bruno Mars for doing that, because Bruno Mars is, and you know what's funny about that is I never realized how big of an artist Bruno Mars was. Like I
Dude,
never.
dude is a huge artist. I've looked it up and seen how many records he sold. Dude sells a crazy amount. I'm talking about he does crazy numbers.
Yeah.
Crazy numbers.
Yeah, man. So their project is going to be called Silk Sonic. I don't know if we have a release date as of yet, but honestly, I don't want it, anytime soon because I want them to take their time on this project. I want them to work on it. I want them to make it perfect. I'm not one of those fans who's like in a rush to hear the music. Like, take your time on it, make it the best that you can. And I think the presentation for this is going to be good too. Like, I think those two are going to have a real dope rollout. I think the music videos are going to be great.
Videos. I just thought about that. Damn.
Yeah, the music videos are going to be great because both of them visually, they're both really creative. And I think that the only downside to this is that we're in the middle of a pandemic because I feel like this album is going to be one of those albums that you have to see live.
Well, yeah, I thought about that. I was like, man, this on tour would be great. Bro, the live instrumentation, bro. The oh my goodness, man. And the performances, just
the
everything.
Everything is gonna be amazing about this in terms of the live show because Anderson Paak is a dope performer. He drums, he plays instruments, he raps, he can sing.
He's a real artist.
Yeah, he does it all. He can do everything. Funny thing about Anderson Paak, shout out to him too, because he actually is I would like to say Raquel's favorite artist is The Weeknd, but she loves Anderson Paak as well. A lot. So shout out to him because he actually followed her on Twitter. So shout out to him.
Yo, that's crazy.
Shout out to Anderson Paak, man. That's dope.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be releasing the single, if I'm not mistaken, Friday.
Friday? Okay.
Yeah, at least a single. That's not the album, but just like a song. So I'm pretty sure they're, in the process of working on the whole album. Or if I'm not mistaken, the album might be done. And yeah, if it is done or whenever they give it to us, it'll be great. But yeah, if it's done, I know it's some good quality music because Bruno's been gone for a minute. Anderson Paak, I think his last album, it's been kind of a minute.
He dropped it was Ventura was his last album, which is a fucking incredible album.
Yeah.
That album came out, I want to say maybe 2 years ago. Yeah. About maybe 2 years ago.
So yeah, and I know for Bruno it's been like 4 or 5 years. So and it's been a minute. So I know if they've been working on it, something telling me they might have been working on it for a while. And this might not be abrupt. It probably sounds abrupt to everybody, but they might have been working on it for a little bit. But I just know I feel like I got a good feeling about it. I feel like it's going to sound good.
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely think it's going to sound good, and I definitely think this is going to be one of those albums that's has a summertime feel to it. You'll be able to play it at the cookout. You'll be able to jam, and it's probably going to be one of those albums. It's like a feel good.
Oh yeah, feel good,
high energy. Yeah, man. I definitely can't wait to hear it. I'm definitely and this is really sad because I've never sat down and listened to a full Bruno Mars project. So this is going to be the first time that I'm actually like hearing Bruno Mars for a full album, and I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to say that.
Just go back to his old stuff until the album release, unless you just not deep into his music. But I think his last album was good. It won album of the year, so
Yeah. The last album he has, the last album I think was. I would say that I would think it assume it's good because the records that played on the radio, like the big singles, were all dope. All those songs. So I'm pretty sure the whole album is,
it's not that long of an album from what I remember. I think it's like 9 songs.
9 songs.
Yeah.
My kind of album.
Yeah, it's like and I know you like short albums, so
my kind of project.
It's not it's like 9 songs but it's not like 9 long songs like where it's gonna be like an hour and a half. It's like it might be like 30-40 minutes, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like I think it's like 9 songs from what I remember.
Can't wait to hear it, man. Shout out to Bruno Mars and shout out to Anderson Paak.
For sure.
Both amazing artists, man. Can't wait to hear the project. Certified Lover Boy. Certified Lover Boy, man. Drake. He's been dropping a lot of leaked records. I mean, and anybody with a brain knows that all of these leaked records that are coming out, Drake is releasing these. Like you're not getting into Drake's hard drive and getting like that's not happening.
It's Drake, bro. People are not accessible to his stuff like that. I don't think.
I don't believe it either. So I know for a fact that Drake is just throwing these leaks out there to give us a taste of what's fixing to be on this album. And I'm gonna tell you right now, all the leaks that I've heard are fucking fire. They're fucking fire. And it's a surprise to me because I remember we talked about how the title of this album just makes it sound like it's gonna be some garbage on this album. Mm-hmm. I don't like the Certified Lover Boy title at all. I'm not a fan of that title, not one bit.
But at the same time, I know he'll throw somebody off with that title and the album will be fire.
And I was thinking about that too. I was like, watch this be the one album where I'm just like, why the fuck would you name it this? And this is gonna be his classic. Watch.
Yeah, that's all I'm about to say. This might be like the other classic. Like it might be Take Care in this album. Like, yeah, this might be that's the crazy part. It might be the one that's the classic, and you might be like, how did that happen? With that,
I wanna play a snippet of his what's next. Oh, what's new? What's next or what's new? I think it's what's new. This just leaked yesterday, and it's sounding great.
Okay, yeah, I haven't heard the snippets yet, so yeah.
So I'm gonna play this right now. You know you gotta hit the yeah.
I like the beat. I like the way he's flowing.
I don't want to play too much.
Oh, snap.
I don't want to play too much. I don't want to get flagged. But
he's snapping.
Man, look,
yeah, he's snapping.
That shit sounds great. And it's crazy to think the Lucy's that he's giving away sounds so good. It just makes me wonder what the album is about to sound like. It sounds like he's back and he's just on his shit. And you know, this leak brought up a conversation on Twitter that I was kind of looking at, and you know, people were just saying Drake he never misses, man. He never misses. He never misses.
This man for a decade has been like, when you think about how long he's been this consistent, it's been about what, 7 projects in 10 years? 6 projects?
Let's see. So
if you want to count, like, you know, the if you're reading this is too late.
Yeah, we're gonna count all that. So we're talking.
And then like the
More Life,
the Dark Lane demo tapes, and then the More Life. It's been about a good 7-8 projects in 10 years.
Yeah, man, and you know, there was a little small debate about this year potentially being Drake's biggest year to date. And a conversation was brought up about his 2018 year. And me personally, I don't think 2018 was Drake's biggest year. I don't.
Nah, I feel like it was further back. Like
it was definitely 2016. It was definitely 2016. For me, a lot of people said that 2018 was his biggest year because of God's Plan. Now, don't get me wrong. God's
was a big song. That was
God's Plan, God's Plan is definitely one of Drake's biggest records to date. However, 2016, I always like to say is when Drake entered his prime, because this is coming off of the Meek Mill battle. He ended, or almost pretty much ended, Meek Mill at the time. And then right after that, he dropped Hotline Bling, which was a huge pop crossover record. And he came out with One Dance, and even he was on Work with Rihanna.
Yeah. Oh, 2016 was a huge year.
That was a huge year. And then Views came out, and he did 1.4 million first week with Views.
It was nominated out for Album of the Year.
And it was nominated for Album of the Year. So to me, 2016 is peak Drake. Now,
the funny thing is, I didn't even like that album.
That's what I was gonna say next. It was peak Drake, as far as just how popular and how big of an artist he was, but quality wise, it was.
Yeah, that wasn't my favorite Drake album. That was probably one of my least favorite Drake albums. It was some albums, but it was some good songs on there. And I'm not gonna lie, it's like some songs on there that I like. Actually, I feel like the songs that were on the radio were the ones that I listened to, and then maybe like a couple more songs off. It might have been like 7 songs, or 7 or 8 songs out of 20 that I like. But besides that, it wasn't. As a whole, it was not the album that I rocked with by Drake. Because I like Take Care. I like Thank Me. Was it Thank Me Later?
Yep.
Like I like some songs off. I like some songs off Nothing Was the Same. I like Dark Lane demo tapes. If you're reading this, it's too late. That it's a few songs on there I like. I don't like the album as a whole, but I mean, he been coming with it though, with like a lot of music. He been giving a lot of music.
Yeah. I would definitely have to say that 2016 was his biggest year, and I personally I don't, because I know we talked about it before on this podcast. I don't know if Drake is going to be able to have. I mean, don't get me wrong, Drake is always going to have a big year, but I just don't know if he's going to be able to.
Oh yeah. Every time he drops an album, he's going.
Yeah, I just don't know if he's going to be able to do what he did again in 2016, or I don't even know if he has another God's Plan in him.
I don't know. I don't. It's crazy, man. I'm just thinking about 2016. You remember the song Summer 16?
Yeah, man.
It really was a big year. Like
that was peak Drake. That was
Drake. And the way he raps on Summer 16, I like when he raps like that. Because the way he rapped on there and the way he raps on like Free Smoke, like bro, that Drake is different.
Yeah,
that Drake be snapping.
I agree. Because again, man, Laugh Now Cry Later. It's a dope record, but it didn't, you know what I'm saying? It didn't affect the culture the way Drake, Drake usually comes through swinging, and that record didn't really hit like that. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really hit. I mean, it definitely helped Lil Durk out. Shout out to Lil Durk, but it didn't really hit the way Drake songs normally hit, man. And I don't know. I think to me, to be honest, I think this is going to be the year where the culture decides if they're tired of Drake or if we still want him to be our leader. You know what I'm saying? And I
don't know, bro. I don't know if Drake can ever fall off unless he wants to fall off.
I don't think he's gonna fall off, so to speak, but I just don't know if it's gonna be because to me, when I think of fall off, I think of an artist having a huge year and then they come back and then it's just like not the same at all. I don't think that Drake is gonna come back this year and just go from doing 700K first week to doing 200K first week. No, I don't think that. But I just think that it's going to be a time where people are going to be like they're going to consume the album when it comes out and they're going to listen to it and they're going to be tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Within a month or so. And then at that point, I feel like people are just going to be like, all right, like I've had enough of Drake and it's we're done. We're tired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be that way with some people, but I feel like it's going to be where some people just like, it's Drake. I'm always expecting something from Drake.
Yeah.
No, I can definitely see that happening.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If he comes out with another record that's to the caliber of God's Plan, then I'll shut up. I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet.
It could possibly happen. We don't know. With Drake, you just kind of never know until you just
yeah
type of thing.
I'm not gonna be. I'll say that he has an 80% chance of dropping another record as big as God's Plan because it's Drake. So I'm not counting him out or anything like that. But I don't know. I mean, we just going to see what happens, and I really believe that we're going to be caught with some surprises this year. Like I really think it's some motherfuckers that's about to drop this year. That's about to have us like I think Kendrick Lamar is coming. Like Kendrick Lamar is coming this year.
Kendrick to drop this album, man. This is it's getting like to a point where it's like, Lord, don't let them forget about you, Kendrick. You taking a minute.
I've literally seen videos of online on YouTube where people are like, "What the fuck happened to Kendrick Lamar? Like, what happened,
bro?"
And I'm just like, I understand that we're in a time where people like everything is so fast paced, but it's just like nothing happened to Kendrick Lamar. He takes time. You know what I'm saying?
He makes art. It's different than just rapping. It's a whole project. It's a whole concept. It's not just I'm giving you songs to just bob your head to. Like, nah, he don't want you to do that.
Yeah,
he
man.
Actually, digest the music and listen to it multiple times. He wanted to be something that you can actually live with. He don't want it to be you hear it and then throw it away, because the way technology and everything is moving. People listen to a mixtape or album and it's okay, where's your next project? I mean, from Kendrick, you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get. I mean, because if you're asking for his next project after he gives you a project, don't bank on that. You better literally appreciate what he's giving you, because, like I said, we might get maybe 2 more projects out of Kendrick. We're not getting. I just don't feel like we're getting 5 more albums or something like that. I don't feel that.
Nah, I don't. I definitely don't think we're getting 5 albums, but it's coming. It's coming though. I'll tell you that it's coming. And a lot of other big artists are coming this year. And another reason why I keep saying that Drake may be on the decline is because I think that there are. I mean, not only has he been here for so long, but I just feel like there's other artists now that are there that people are just like Lil Baby, for example. Like I think Lil Baby.
Lil Baby is doing. Bro, you know what the funny thing is about him? I'm such a big fan of him, but it's crazy because it's like he's doing numbers that people didn't even think he would do.
Exactly. My turn went double platinum last year.
That's what I'm saying. Like people were not expecting that out of Lil Baby, but his music is amazing. But yeah, people wasn't expecting him to do those type of numbers. And he's been delivering, bro. Like, it's crazy. Bro, I just thought about something. How do you feel? I don't know if you've heard about it, but how do you feel about Earth Gang talking about releasing their album the same day as Cole? Well, I recently saw the interview they did on the Breakfast Club. Shout out to Earth Gang. They were saying that
shout out to Earth Gang.
They said they might release it before Cole. But they was like, they might release it the same day as Cole. But how do you feel about J. Cole and Earth Gang like releasing a project? I'm praying that this J. Cole album is the album.
I think it'll be dope. I think it'll be dope for them to release their project the same day, because I feel like, I mean, they're Dreamville artists. They're on Dreamville, so I know that Dreamville fans, Dreamville has all their fans are loyal fans. So I know that if they drop the same day as J. Cole, people are going to go check out J. Cole's album, and then they're going to go check out Earth Gang's album. So I feel like that, because usually when you release an album on the same day as someone, like back when J. Cole released Born Sinner at the same time as Jesus, it was like, it was like a battle. between the two. But I feel like this is going to be more so like, yes, like us Dreamville fans, we're going to go purchase J. Cole's album, and we're also going to go get Earth Gang's project. So I think that's a pretty good idea. I think that they should definitely do that. I don't see a problem with that at all, because I think from what I've seen, Dreamville fans are very, very loyal fans. They support Boss and JID and Ari Lennox. Like they're supportive. Yeah, they're supportive of all their artists. So yeah, shout out to Earth Gang, man. Definitely do that. And I did see that they did that interview with the Breakfast Club, and I kept wanting to click on it, but for whatever reason, I just haven't watched it yet. But I definitely want to go check that out, because I remember when we first saw Earth Gang.
Yeah, man.
I remember when we first saw Earth Gang and nobody knew who they were. They were opening up for Absol, right? They were
and they talk about that. They talk about that on the interview when Charlamagne and DJ Envy interviewed them. They were like, we were on tour with Absol, and we wasn't getting paid like that. We were putting up our own money. And they also talk about how they how it was them two, how Earth Gang and how Jid and how all three of them were living together in a place, and they were just trying to make it with hip hop or whatever. And I guess that was when Absol or somebody was trying to get them to go on tour, and they was like, they said they could have easily been like, peace out, Jid, but they actually got Jid, and I think J. Cole might have seen all three of them at one time and signed them at the same time. And so that's crazy how that happened. It was like Jid and Earth Gang were friends before they even signed to Cole. Like, I was like, that's kind of dope.
Yeah.
People be sleeping on, bro. People be sleeping on JID, man. That guy.
Yeah.
That guy is insane.
Yeah, he's supposed to be, or maybe he already did, but I think he's supposed to be dropping a single too, because his project.
I think he dropped it already, but I think he's supposed to be dropping the whole project. But I know he dropped a single for Black History Month, and I think his album has something to do with Black History, I think.
Yeah. I seen a tweet that he put up where he was saying, thank you all for waiting patiently, blah blah blah. I'm about to drop my shit, so he's coming too, man. Look, it's a lot of motherfuckers that's coming out this year, man, and
yeah,
I think
this year gonna be crazy. We might possibly get a J. Cole and we might possibly get Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick in the same year with Earth Gang, with JID, with SZA, possibly Isaiah.
Isaiah and Absol shit is coming too.
Yeah, man, this is this year, man.
Absol shit is 100% coming.
Yep.
I know TDE, they're working on some shit. So
yeah, man.
I'm
ready.
It's
gonna be a crazy year for music. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I'm ready. So yeah, that's what I was saying, man. I think what's gonna happen is Drake is he's at the highest position, but I think this year a lot of people are gonna be reminded of all these other motherfuckers that's out here too. So it's just like, that's why I'm saying I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever happens, man.
Same. Yeah, I'm excited, man. This gonna be a good year. Every time I think this is it's the best year, the next year comes and it surprises me again. So that's how I'm feeling about 2020, and 2021 might be even crazier.
But yeah, man, shout out to Drake. Shout out to all those people that we just mentioned, man. But I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm happy. Bobby Shmurda is finally home. Bobby Shmurda is finally home, man. I had to clap, man. This is big. This is huge.
Home, man. So glad.
Yeah, man. This is huge, man. Bobby Shmurda has been a huge topic in hip hop since he went away back in 2014. And he's been credited for starting New York drill sound in hip hop music. You know what I'm saying? Like the Chicago-ish type sound. He kind of started that for New York. And then of course, rest in peace to Pop Smoke. He came in and kind of kept that going. But man, Bobby Shmurda's finally out, man. They let Rowdy Rubber out a couple of weeks before So I already knew that when they let Rowdy Rebel out, that we were close to seeing Bobby Shmurda coming home. So I'm really, really happy to see about that, man. He ended up going to prison in 2014 for conspiracy to murder. I believe he had weapons, guns, and shit like that, and just being reckless. So he ended up, having to go to jail. He went to jail for 7 years. 7 years. His trial went on for 2 years. He was in prison for 2 years. So by the time he was actually convicted and went to prison, he had already served 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole situation was unfortunate. He did release a project before he went, an EP, and he signed to Epic Records before he actually went to prison. So that was a big deal. And for the people that don't know, because I feel like a lot of people may not know who exactly Bobby Shmurda is. He is the one that released the hot nigga. The hot nigga single. He released the hot nigga single. He threw the hat up and it never came back down. Threw the hat up, never came back down. It's a classic. That's a classic. I ain't even gonna lie. I think that's definitely a classic record. Like that's a classic.
That's a classic. You know what's so funny? With the video, right? On the video, I've seen them put multiple songs with that video.
Yes. Yes.
They were saying you could almost do that dance to any song, and I was like, I'm dead. That's funny as hell.
Facts, man. Facts. But yeah, man, I'm happy. I'm happy to see him home. I feel like most of these black people in general, when we go to prison, what I'm saying, they don't, they like to make an example. They like to make an example out of us, and it's good. I feel like that was an act of kindness on the justice system's part. To let him out, because he when he left, Hot Nigga was such a huge record that it really carried us over. It really carried us over all these years. And I see that a lot of people have shown him love.
Oh yeah.
I don't mean to be negative or anything like that, but it seems like it's some cloud chasing going on already. It's already motherfucking cloud chasing.
What question? Do you think he'll be able to come back and make music, like some good music, or do you think it's a lot of pressure right now for him to make?
So, if you want me to be completely honest, I think that So, to answer your question, yes, I do think that he's going to be able to come back and make music, and I think the reason for that is he is in the perfect position to do so. And the reason I say that is because we were just talking about this in the previous episode. We were talking about Meek Mill, street nigga mentality, real nigga heart, whatever. He went and sat for 7 years, and you have old boy who was out here, who was the face of being a snitch and being out free. Which I have a theory about that too. I think that old boy is gonna try to start some shit with Bobby Shmurda. But I think that Bobby Shmurda is in the best position now because he went and he did his time, and I think that he's going to be revered by a lot of the so-called street niggas that we have. And I think that if you want me to be completely honest with you, I think Epic Records they have a lot of great artists on their roster. I think Andre 3000 is on Epic Records. I know that they're gonna take good care of him, and they're gonna make sure that records and albums and songs and all that, like they're gonna fix it up for him. They're gonna make sure that he's in the most comfortable position. And I feel like just off of him going to prison and doing his time, I feel like a lot of artists are gonna want to work. They're going to want to work with him. And it's just like how I was saying, the cloud chasing thing. I think a lot of the artists that were shouting him out and welcoming him home, that's it right there. Like that's already the I want to work with you already.
What if it's like the year he gets on like 100 features or something like that?
I really think that's going to happen. I think that's going to, I think I 100% believe that's going to happen. And I think, him being in prison for 7 years, I'm pretty sure he's elevated. I'm pretty sure just him as a rapper, He's probably going to have a lot more to talk about. There's a lot more story there now.
Oh man, he probably
Yeah,
got stories for days, man.
yeah, man. There's a lot more. There's a lot more story, and I think it's unfortunate that we had to lose Pop Smoke. But I think now that Bobby Shmurda is home, he couldn't have came home at a more perfect time because rest in peace to Pop Smoke, we lost him. Now Bobby Shmurda can come back, and you know what I'm saying, because he's the originator of that for the New York sound. So,
Yeah.
but I do think that a lot of people are going to be using or trying to use him to as far as like relevancy and things like that. Like I can definitely see, this is no shot on, no problems, but I can definitely see somebody like Meek Mill run into him, you know what I'm saying, to get him on a record. Quavo, and this is what I'm saying. This is the whole cloud chasing thing, man. Like I don't know what affiliation. Maybe they had an affiliation behind the scenes. I don't know. I don't know what what's going on.
I think they did. I know Quavo. I think Quavo was the one to get him flown out on a private jet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
From prison.
Yeah.
And so I they might have been friends before all of that. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know if that's either clout chasing or they just been friends or what.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, because that was actually what I was going to get to. I saw the video of Quavo hopping off the PJ with Bobby Shmurda, and I was just kind of like, I don't know, like what maybe they do have some type of relationship, excuse me, behind the scenes. But to me, it just looks like all of these motherfuckers is just clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? And that applies to everyone, because I even saw Nas shout him out, and I don't know, maybe more so the East Coast guys are more so opening their arms to him because he's from there.
Yeah,
so I can understand.
That might be what it is.
I can understand that, but I've seen motherfuckers like welcoming him that ain't even in hip hop, and it's just like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like what's going on here? But no, I would say that the hip hop community as a whole has celebrated him being home, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see what he does. I think right now, I think they need to get him in there right now. Like they need to get him in the studio now, while it's hot. They
get
need
him outside.
Yeah, man, they need to get him set up now. And I think that's the thing too. It's like most of the time when these rappers they go sit, for a long time, as soon as they come out, they immediately just start recording music. So I think they need to go ahead and get him in there now, because I think that he can definitely generate a lot of revenue for the label.
Yeah, I ain't heard no clone rumors about him.
Yeah, I haven't heard any clone rumors about him either, at all.
That's weird.
He definitely looks more swole, I would say. He looks like he's been working out. He worked out every day when he was there. He was at Rikers Island in New York, and then they moved him to a different facility. I think maybe 3 years within his sentence. And it's funny because I was just watching an interview with Hot 97 the other day about this correctional officer who worked at Rikers Island, and he wrote a book. He wrote a book about all of the like corruptness that goes on within like the prison system. And he was just talking about like how corrupt it is in Rikers Island, because Rikers Island is supposed to be like one of the most dangerous prisons.
I've heard about Rikers Island before. That's scary, bro.
Yeah,
that's
man.
Scary.
Yeah, that's where Bobby Shmurda was at, and he got into a few altercations whenever he was while he was in there as well. So I'm just glad that he's okay.
Yep. Glad he's alive. He's here.
I'm definitely glad he's alive and he's here, man. Shout out to Bobby Shmurda, man. That's big. That's big. This 2021 year is
big, bro.
It's kind of shitty, but some of the things that's happening, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Shout out to Bobby. Yeah, man. We glad you're home.
Yeah, he actually only released, I think before he went, he only had like, I don't know, like maybe 2 projects out. Like I don't think we ever heard like a full length album from him. So I think right now is the right time to do that.
Time to give us a project for sure.
Yeah.
At least to work on one, you know.
Yeah. But I definitely think 100% that old boy is gonna start with him.
I could see that.
It's definitely it's coming. I think I had saw academics post something about Bobby Shmurda, and I think Tekashi had left a comment on the post asking what did he put on there? He put like where is he from or where is he at right now or something like that. And I'm just like
are you looking for dude? Like what are you why?
Because I remember seeing an interview with him where he was like, it was the Breakfast Club interview, and he was saying that because this was back when Charlemagne was like, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna end up dead or in jail.
Mm-hmm.
And old boy was like, nothing's gonna happen to me. I'm gonna be good. Like, ain't nothing gonna happen. And he was like, here's what I'll do. Once Bobby Shmurda gets out and comes home, I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna quit, and I'm gonna just give everything back to him.
Oh, I remember that when he said that on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, he was just like, I'm gonna give it all back to Bobby Shmurda. So I'm thinking he's home now. So
He's not, bro. That was all talk. I just don't feel if that happens, I'd be shocked, but it's Tekashi, bro. Like
that guy. It's funny too, because I was talking to Raquel and I was just like, I know that we don't talk about old boy on the podcast anymore, but it's so much evil shit that's going on with him that it's kind of hard to like, I mean, it's not hard to ignore it, but
it's so in the media. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so there. It be on Instagram and all of this social like media. He's everywhere. Like when they showed the altercation with him and Meek, it was on video.
Yeah.
It's hard to not catch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think us not talking about it just I don't want to shed light on all the evil shit that he's doing. Like I don't want to do that. It's not worth it. It's
time and energy to that.
Yeah, and I don't. It's because at this point, there's a difference between trolling and being evil. Like I think he's being evil right now. Like,
at this point, at first I thought it was just trolling, but now it's making me think it was evil from the beginning.
Yeah, he's definitely on some evil shit right now, and I'm just like, nah, I'm not rocking, man.
Yeah, I agree.
So, because I know, there are some people that are probably wondering, like, who the fuck is old boy? Whenever they mention old boy, who are they talking about? Old boy. We're talking about rainbow hair. We're talking about, you know what I'm saying, snitch, whatever you want to call him. That's who we're talking about. And I don't see the reason to shed light on some of the stuff and some of the things that he's doing. It's just not. It's counterproductive. There you go. It's counterproductive.
Facts.
So, but no, shout out to Bobby Shmurda, man. Welcome home, King. Looking forward to whatever it is that you release. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Bobby.
How did you feel about people's comments towards Russel Wilson saying that he was afraid to lose Sierra?
Bro, people really get on my nerves, bro. I hate niggas, bro. I really hate, bro. I really dislike niggas so much. Because a lot of people, even people I know, they were calling him a simp, and I was just like, how is he a simp for loving his wife and being afraid to lose like the most important person in his life? And I'm like, what's a simp? Okay, they were saying they hate. It was like it's nothing wrong with it, but the way he's going about. I was like, how is he going about it? You're not supposed to treat the woman that you're with and that you love with love, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to piece together and understand what this is. Why is there so much hate towards them? Because I thought that's how you're supposed to be when you're in a relationship. You're supposed to love the woman you're with. You're supposed to do things for her. You're supposed to. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe somebody can help me understand. Maybe I'm falling in that simp category that they're talking about. I don't know. What is that?
Listen, I am 100% a simp, and I don't give a fuck.
Simp, then. I guess I'm a simp because
I don't give a fuck. I am 100% a simp. If that's what being a simp is, then I, sir, am a simp, and I don't care.
Why is that so bad? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with? Okay, so I'm getting to the point where I don't even like the word toxic no more. But it's just like it's a thing where people want to be toxic so bad. What I think it is, I think people want to be. I think people don't mind or they want to be toxic because if things are going too well, it comes off as a boring or something. I don't know, but I feel like people like toxicness because it gives their life a little more whatever they feel, and I don't know. It's and to me that's a toxic mindset to think being toxic is to be toxic is okay. So I don't know. I feel like people think their lives are boring if it's not a little bit of toxicness in it. And it's kind of hard for me to rock with people that think like that.
Yeah, we've all heard the term before. I need a little bit more excitement. I've heard that before.
Like what? And when you say excitement, what describe that? When people say that, I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you want?
We're gonna break this down.
What you want him to do to you?
Yeah, we're gonna break this down. And when I first saw that this is one of the topics that we were gonna be doing, I was like, damn, this would have been a perfect topic to have a woman on. So we may have to revisit this whenever we have one of our women counterparts on here. But in response to the simp thing, I think that there are too many men nowadays who don't value women, and it may be because they've never had a woman who is worth being afraid to lose. I think that may be what it is, and I don't know if that comes from issues within the household whenever they were children. I don't know if maybe they saw their dad mistreat their mom, or I really don't have an answer to that. I don't know what it is because I don't have that same mindset, because I'm of the same sentiment of as Russell Wilson. Like, I'm afraid to lose my fiance. Like, I'm afraid to lose my fiance, because when you have a good woman in your life, I've said this before several times, when you have a good woman in your life, they're there to literally help you, like, keep your head on straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the fuck I would do without my fiance. You know what I'm saying? And I think when you create a foundation with your significant other, like, you don't get me wrong, like, both of y'all, keep each other on point, but there's just things like that a good woman will do. Like, a good woman will teach you things about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, a good woman will have you like learning things and paying attention to things, and being just more precise with things and being on point. And I think that a lot of men just they haven't experienced that. They haven't been able to experience that. And I really don't understand the mindset of a man who loves his woman saying that he is afraid to lose her. Like, why is that being a simp? And why is it that, like what you were saying, like, just speaking to what you were saying, why is it that we live in a generation where people want to be toxic? Like, people want to have, it's almost like people,
they want to be toxic so bad, bro.
It's like, because people were saying even women want a future that acts like Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. They were like, they was like women don't want Russell Wilson. They want Future to be Russell Wilson. So basically, like they want the guy, they want to be able to change the guy that they're with that's already toxic. So they want to turn the guy that's toxic into a Russell Wilson. But why can't you just be fine with just finding a Russell Wilson?
Right.
Like, why can't you just find a guy that's okay, or him find you that's okay with just being a good guy from the get-go? But I think that's the difference between a girl and a woman. There's a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
boy and a, you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. And once you find a woman, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be saying the same thing. I'm afraid to lose that woman. You know what I'm saying? I think, I don't know, man. Like, I think more, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I think, you know, I mean, nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Men and women are not perfect. But I'm really just trying to figure out this whole, like, him being a simp thing. Like, I'm really trying to figure that out. Like, it's almost like,
I don't think he's a simp. I mean, if this is what a simp is, I guess I'm a simp, bro.
It's almost like it's like it's not cool to love your woman. Like, we're living in a time where it's not cool to love your like
when did we get to this place, bro? When did we get to this? This generation sickens me, bro. Oh my god. Bro. If you only knew how much, oh my gosh.
and
it literally sick to my stomach, bro. It's ridiculous.
It just makes me think, man. It makes me think, like, are none of these men, like, they've never been in a relationship with a woman who actually cares about them? And I know that that's a lie. I know that's a lie, because all of these women out here be getting hurt by all these dudes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know, but no, I'm pretty sure that that Russell Wilson and Sierra probably have built a foundation with each other, where they both, you know what I'm saying, like keep each other up. You know, like, I don't understand. Like, isn't that what it's supposed to be? Isn't that what you're supposed to build with somebody? Like, I don't get it. And it's almost like this generation just they want what Russell Wilson and Sierra have, but they just want it like immediately. Like, you have to build that with someone. You have to work to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Raquel, like, we've been together for 10 years. And, you know, our relationship isn't perfect, but I mean, we had to work to get to where we are now, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, in the process of that, she's taught me a lot and I've taught her a lot. You know what I'm saying? We've taught each other a lot. And I again, like, I don't agree with the whole, you know, being a simp, because, you know, like, I
don't agree with it. It's stupid to me.
Once you experience what it's like to be with a woman who actually cares about you, who actually loves you, who actually wants to see you at your best, I think it's not going to be difficult to feel that way.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, man. I think that's the difference between a man and a boy. And so, yeah, I said what I said. I don't care what niggas say. I said what I said.
Yeah,
I don't care. Whatever. I don't care. Unfriend me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever.
And what exactly is the definition of a simp?
Yeah, I need somebody to explain it to me, because I feel like somebody's gonna give me a definition and I'm gonna be like, you stupid. I don't care. That sounds, what you just said was stupid. And yeah, so somebody give me the definition of what a simp is. How is Russell Wilson a simp? Tell me the definition of what a simp is and tell me how Russell Wilson is a simp. And yeah, you got to come with something very smart, because if it's something stupid, I'm gonna tell you that was dumb as hell. So yeah, please explain to me. Anybody out there, explain it, please. So it sounds very stupid to me.
So I pulled up Google, because Google is our friend. So a simp, by definition, the slang term simp by definition is a person who performs excessive sympathy, usually a male, and attention toward another person, usually a female, sometimes in pursuit of a sexual relationship. So I guess it's saying men who try too hard to get in a woman's pants. Like you're being
But they
nice,
stupid because
too nice.
Russell Wilson is married. How are you too good to your wife?
Right. Exactly.
What is niggas talking about, bro?
Exactly. And that's what I thought, because I thought a simp would be someone who is trying to pursue a woman and they're just doing too much.
They're doing too much and the woman don't even want them, type of thing.
Right. So that's
I'm
being
like, okay, yeah, you are a simp. Like you're letting you're trying to be with a woman that doesn't want to be with you. Now, I would say that's probably a simp. Don't do that. Don't, if a woman is clearly telling you she doesn't want to be with you, or you're trying to pursue someone and she's not reciprocating that same energy or acting interested, leave that alone. I will think that's simp energy. But for a man to be married and to call him a simp because he loves his wife and he's good to his wife, if he's a simp, then y'all niggas minds is twisted.
And I think a simp could be a man who is doing things for attention, to try to get attention from females, and just trying to agree with things and just saying nice things and all that, just to try to get attention, from the or maybe they agree with things they wouldn't necessarily normally agree with, just to be in agreements with said woman that they're trying to get the attention from. I think that can be a simp as well, because their intentions are just to sleep with that woman or get with that woman, not necessarily to pursue a relationship or anything like that. They just want the attention because they want to be able to do other things. So I think that can also be a simp too, if that makes sense. I don't know if I explained that right.
No, I get you. But I don't know. I can read energy, and Sierra seemed like an amazing woman. So I'd be a simp for her too. If that's my wife, yeah, I'm gonna be a simp. Sierra seems amazing. So yeah, I don't know what these niggas is talking about, bro. I don't agree with it. But like I said, all y'all niggas can unfriend me. I don't give a damn. Like I really don't care.
No, that's facts. That's facts. I agree 100%. I guess that makes me a simp too, because again, once you've experienced being with a good woman and you know what that's like, it's not very hard to be able to recognize that good women they're hard to come by. You know what I'm saying? They're hard to come by.
They're rare. They're rare out here. Good women are rare out here.
Man. Good women are rare. And to me, a woman that you know what I'm saying, like I said, man, a good woman will teach you a lot about yourself. And I know that for a fact. A good woman will teach you a lot about yourself. And that's something that I feel like if you are a man out there, to all the men out there that do have a good woman, don't do anything to fuck it up. Keep what you have. You know what I'm saying? Because most of us want to be able to say that we're afraid to lose like I said, I'm afraid to lose my fiance. I'm not afraid to say that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know about that. I'm just tired of seeing, it seems like every time Russell Wilson says something about Sierra in a positive way, people are always ripping him apart. I don't get it.
Cause they like the energy that Future gives off. I feel like they like that. I mean, if that's what y'all like, I need to be around less of y'all, cause y'all niggas is wilding.
Yeah. And if we could have, I wish we could have somebody on the podcast so we could just ask, you know what I'm saying? Like how is it supposed to be? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how is it supposed to be? Please explain.
Explain it to me, please.
How is it supposed to be whenever you have a good woman? You're supposed to be out here running around on them. Like I don't get it. I don't understand.
I'm a simp then. I'll be a simp because I was sharing it. I was just like, I guess I'm a simp. So I don't know. Niggas is wilding to me. They want to be toxic so bad, bro. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Okay to be a good person. Like, why? What is wrong with y'all? Go to therapy. Golly.
Yeah, man. Go to therapy, man.
Yeah, no, go to therapy. Please, people, go to therapy, please, because y'all sound stupid.
Yeah, man. Go to therapy, man. It's perfectly fine to treat your woman with the highest. You know what I'm saying? I tell Raquel all the time, man. Like, look, it is what it is, man. Like women are better. Women are better, man. They're better than us. They're better than us. And I'm just saying, like, they're better than us. You know what I'm saying? Like they keep our head on straight, man. They keep our head on straight and they keep us on point. You know, I feel like if I didn't have Raquel in my life, I don't know where the fuck I would be. Like, I'm not saying that I would be down bad or anything like that. I would be like, I wouldn't have nothing. Like, I'm gonna figure it out at the end of the day. I'm not saying that I'm gonna be just like fucked up without or anything like that. But
he's added something to your life.
Yes. She's added a whole lot.
Yes.
A whole lot of stuff.
As it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and why would you mess that up?
Why do you want to jeopardize that? You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Why would you want to mess that up, man? And really, yeah, man, it really what it comes down to is I think, like what you said, man, all these niggas just need to go get therapy. Get therapy, man. Like,
you ain't rocking with me. That mean you was never rocking with me in the first place, and I don't care. Like,
yeah, man, go get help. Y'all need help. I don't understand. I'll never you know, agree with that narrative that, you know, you're supposed to mistreat your woman and I'm not rocking. I ain't rocking
at all.
I ain't rocking. I think that, you know, your woman is probably the most trustworthy and loyal person that you have in your corner. You know what I'm saying? I think a good woman is way more trustworthy than a lot of the people that you have in your life. Like, she'll bend over backwards for you. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
I guess I've just experienced what it's like to be with a woman like that. So I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? I ain't dumb.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I just hope that you know, all you men out there, y'all go get the help that y'all need.
Real talk.
I salute to Russell Wilson and I salute Sierra. They seem like they have a really something really good, you know. And a lot of these celebrities, they get married and they divorce in 2, 3, 4 years. I can see Russell Wilson and Sierra being together for a really long time.
Same.
Like a really long time.
Like they literally might die. They literally might die married. For real. I can actually see that. You know.
That's dope. That's really dope, man.
That's what I want. I want to be with someone that when I marry her, we are till death do us part for real. And yeah, I don't know what y'all niggas is on. Yeah, y'all can have all that artificial, weird, future type stuff. I don't know. Whatever y'all on, I don't know. Y'all can have that. I'm good.
Yeah, man. We want good women out here, man. Like, we want to have a good woman in our corner. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And I don't understand like why these men be, because I really think that there are men out here that really be driving these women crazy. Like
yeah, and it's crazy because I've been seeing mostly black men saying this, and y'all niggas, nah, y'all niggas is making us look bad out here, and I'm not rocking.
Anyway, man, shout out to Russell Wilson.
I can only speak for this black man. I can't speak for other black men, but y'all niggas is out here wilding.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Russell Wilson and shout out to Sierra, man. We're gonna revisit this conversation when we have a woman on here. I love getting their point of view on things. But no, man, to go ahead and wrap wrap up this episode, man. We did speak on the Meek Mill bar that he said about Kobe in the previous episode, and I think both of us kind of had the same sentiments that we didn't necessarily think that it was that big of a deal, because there are things that have been said in hip hop before that are worse. But things change whenever the wife, or in this case, widow, speaks out in discomfort with what was said. And Vanessa Bryant did respond. And she did say, and first of all, because I don't even think we said the line that was in question. So the line in question that Meek Mill said, he said, "If I ever lack, I'm going out with a chopper. It'd be another Kobe." That line is, it's cool. Like, it ain't nothing crazy.
It ain't too crazy, but still.
Yeah. So Vanessa Bryant, she did respond, and she said that she did say, I'm going to read this verbatim. I find this line to be extremely insensitive and disrespectful. Period. I'm not familiar with any of your music. Ooh, took a shot at the boy.
I saw that. I was like, ooh. I know she know who Meek Mill might be, but she probably ain't. But maybe she doesn't. Maybe you have to be of a Drake caliber.
Maybe. In order to get to her, I guess.
Don't shot at me. I want no problem. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, she said, I'm not familiar with any of your music, but I believe you can do better than this. If you are a fan, that's fine. There's a better way to show your admiration for my husband. This lacks respect and tact. So, once she responded, that's when I was kind of like, you can't necessarily say that it's not offensive. If she says it's offensive, then it's offensive. I mean, period.
Yeah, exactly.
What that
if she feels a way about it, then yeah, she deserved to feel that way. She lost Kobe. Like, we lost Kobe.
Yeah.
More importantly, she lost Kobe. Like,
and she's of course she's still grieving. Everybody. I feel like everybody is still grieving.
Yeah, man, I'm still not over Kobe, bro.
Yeah, and it just makes me makes me wonder, because she said that she's not a fan of him, so I wonder how she heard it. Like, I wonder if somebody
definitely played it for her.
I'm thinking
it was like, or it might have been one of her daughters. One of her daughters might listen to him, like, and was probably like, because she has a daughter that's like 18, 19 or something. So I mean, it might have been one of her daughters. It might have been a friend of hers that was like. So Meek said something. Said a line, and he said Kobe, and they probably played it for her or something like that.
Yeah, and it just really made me wonder, because I'm not saying that she's wrong for addressing it or anything like that. Definitely not. But it doesn't, like, it just seems like if she's never heard his music before, and she's never really like heard anything about Meek Mill, it's just surprising to me that she would take the time to, because I don't know if she did it like on an Instagram post. I'm not sure, like, if she like did an interview or something like that. I'm not sure how it came out, but it just doesn't seem like it would be something that she would like take the time to really respond to. Because I mean, Meek Mill is like who the fuck is Meek Mill?
Yeah, and it was a trending topic too. It was like all down Twitter.
Yeah,
it was all down.
It was a trending topic.
So it was almost like it was. And it was almost inevitable for her to almost not hear about it or see it.
Not see it or not hear about it, yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm just thinking to myself, like, we don't ever really hear her, talk or speak or anything like that. So it was just kind of weird.
Is it a thing where you're just like, she shouldn't even give her energy to that?
Yeah, like, don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you're still, and again, I'm not trying to come off to make it seem like she's wrong. Like, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that, like, Meek Mill is not worth her time. You know what I'm saying? Meek Mill is not worth the time for her to be, taking the time out of her day to respond and stuff like that. But I do get and understand that, when something trends, it's hard to not see it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I guess for me, like, she just, it's not a line that's like being it is insensitive, but it's not being like disrespectfully insensitive to Kobe. You know what I'm saying? And like we said in the previous episode, like we've definitely 100% heard worse. And of course, Meek Mill responded. He did say that I apologized to her in private earlier. This was on February 23rd when he put this. I apologize to her in private earlier today, not to the public. Nothing I say on my page directed to an internet viral moment or the family of a grieving woman. If you care about someone grieving, change the subject. And I think this goes back to the conversation that we had about Meek Mill doing a lot of corny shit. So I think what happened was before he put that apology up on his Twitter, Vanessa Bryant responded, and then he put up a tweet that said, you know, if you're in your feelings or something like that, forget you or fuck you or something like that. And it was just a coincidence that he's saying that he wasn't talking about that situation when he put that tweet up there. But that tweet came after Vanessa had responded. So that it just goes back to me saying, like, Meek Mill is just out here just doing, like, stay off of the internet, man. Like, stay off. Like, you're one of those artists that you're big enough to where you don't need to be tweeting on Twitter all day. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Meek has like 9 million followers on fucking Twitter.
Yeah, he been taking L's lately with these tweets he been posting.
And it's just not, I don't know. I don't know what it is to me, but I think when you're an artist and you make yourself more accessible, it just takes away that I don't know, that level of status. Yep. Like if Jay-Z, I hate using Jay-Z as an example because I bring up Hov all the time.
That's the perfect example though, because it's like Jay-Z kind of leaves like things almost like a mystery. You know what I'm saying? He ain't giving too much of himself, and then he's not, you know, he's just not putting himself out there too much. It's almost a thing where you have to figure out what's going on with Jay-Z, or unless he brings it to the forefront on social media or to someone, but he doesn't make himself too accessible. And I think some artists, and I think it's all right to make yourself accessible, but I think some artists don't need to make themselves that accessible, because things like this start to happen when they talk too much and then they start to look crazy. But if you're you know, doing like making yourself accessible, and positive things are happening and all of that, and not a bunch of corny stuff like what Meek been doing, then that's cool. But Meek is making himself accessible, and then when he is accessible, he's saying weird stuff and off the wall stuff, and then he's just looking bad.
Yeah, and it just takes away. It takes away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like maybe I'm just like anti, because I just hate this whole like era that we're in where celebrities just have to be like, people want celebrities. They want to know what's going on in their everyday life. They want to know what jewelry they're wearing. They want to know what cars they're driving. They want to know what like all of that shit is whack to me. Like if our podcast takes off, y'all ain't gonna never see me. Y'all ain't gonna never see me ever. Like I'm never gonna be.
That's already my natural personality anyway, so I'm about to be ducked off, bro.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, like, if I tell people all the time, like, if I ever win the lottery, y'all ain't gonna see me. Y'all ain't gonna hear from me.
I'm the person that hides. I would be the person that like be ducked off, and they'd be like, "Where did he move?" I probably won't even have neighbors type stuff.
Like, y'all ain't gonna never see me. Y'all ain't gonna never see me. I might change my name and everything. Goddamn shit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, man. And it's crazy that people that are, you know, famous as Meek are, you know, that accessible. And like I said, it's no problem with being accessible if that's how you want to be. But the way he's been going about it and saying things, and he's just looking really bad right now.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about Meek, but I just wanted to talk about that because I didn't want to make it seem like we were agreeing with the line and we weren't. You know, we were being insensitive as well. I didn't want to make it seem like that, because I think in the previous episode we just we briefly talked about it and we kind of just said, you know, it wasn't really that big of a deal. But now that Vanessa Bryant has spoken out and said that she, you know, felt some type of way about that, it is what it is, Meek. You can't, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Once she speaks out, it is what it is. So, yeah, man. What else? What else do we got? I don't know. I think that's pretty much it that's going on in the ecosystem for now.
Yeah. It's the last day of Black History, but Black History never stops. Last day of Black History Month, Black History never stops. So, yeah, it was a great month. But yeah, if you are into Black History, or if you are a Black person, definitely get into some Black History. Read some books, watch some documentaries, watch some movies. Yeah, but nothing else I can think of. I think we pretty much covered everything.
All right, man. Well, thank you guys for pulling up to episode 46 of the TNT podcast. TNT. We will be right back at you guys with another one. We love you. And yes, happy Black History Month. Moving on to March. This year is already moving fast as fuck already.
Yeah, man.
March my mom's birthday on March 9th. So happy early birthday to my mom. But yeah, man. Thank y'all for pulling up.
Yeah, happy birthday to moms.
Appreciate it. All right, TNT, and we out. Peace.
We're out of here.